Hey everyone, it's Angela. Happy Saturday. Thank you for being here. In today's video, I am going to talk about the powerful present moment, which is all we have, the now moment, and this is where everything exists. So stay tuned. I hope you have some aha moments and some breakthroughs with this video. That's my intention. Guys, I just want to let you know if you'd like to work with me, if you're interested in my course, or if you want to check out the free course that we're giving away, or sign up for the opportunity for some free coaching, which we're going to be giving away 3 coaching sessions. You can look down below in our description box for all of those things. So if you just think you might want a little extra support or anything at all like that, please look down below. All right, let's jump into our video talking about this very powerful present moment. So what I want you to understand, and I really would like to impress upon you, is that everything exists right now. Time, as we know, is an illusion. It is a construct of this 3D experience. It helps us make sense of this 3D reality to have some semblance of order in our life experience. But time is really an illusion because everything is occurring right now in this moment, past, present, and future. Everything is happening simultaneously. So if you could imagine from the view of God outside of eternity, right? Outside of all things, you could see everything happening now in this moment. And what we are perceiving in our own experience is based on our perception, our understanding of our life experience. That's why we are perceiving just this small sliver of what's happening, right? It's all coming from us, our perception, but everything is occurring now in this moment. And what I want to try to use to kind of help you understand this. So from that perspective, that everything is happening, everything is occurring, you have the capacity to select and choose what you want in your life experience, right? To select anything in your life experience. You have been given that. That is your birthright to choose your life experience. So I'm going to relate this to try to help make it more understandable to going into a restaurant and looking at a menu and ordering something, okay? So if you go into a restaurant, you sit down, you look at the menu and you look at everything that is available there, right? Everything that you can see on that menu is an option for you for your dinner or lunch. Every single thing is a potential for your meal. You can place that order and have that meal, right? So the same is true in your reality, in your experience. Anything that you can think of, anything at all, whether it's with your romantic partner, whether it's with your income or your health, whether it's concerning, a family member, their health, their well-being, whatever the concern might be there. Any scenario that you can think of is a potential. It's on your menu. It is an option. It's already been pre-approved. It has already been preordained for you to have as a potential to select. It's there. And we sometimes, we fail to recognize that because you can't think of something that is not an option for you. You can't think of something that you can't have because anything that you can think of, anything that you can come into your mind, good or bad, is an experience that you can choose for yourself. So, and everything is available. Everything is occurring. It's right now in this moment that it's happening. And you are simply selecting what it is that you want to experience in your reality. You are the creator. You're the only one making these decisions, and you have been given the free will to choose anything. And none of it has meaning. Also, I want you to know that nothing has meaning. Like sometimes we like to look at a relationship that's struggling and give the meaning to that situation that, well, maybe it's just not supposed to be. Maybe it's not meant to be. Maybe this is not in my best interest, whatever. But that is our meaning that we are assigning to that situation. Because you can just as easily change that story around that scenario that maybe in the moment looks like it's not working. You can say, you know, this is going to bring out the very best in me. This is going to bring out the very best in the person that I love, the person that I want to be with. This is the person I'm supposed to be with. And you know, this situation right now is helping us become our very best selves so we can have the very best relationship. Like, you can assign any meaning that you want to these things that are showing up in your life. But it's all available to you to be the very best that it can be. Like, any situation can be the very best that it can be when you create the story and the meaning that that's how it's going to happen in your experience. You truly can have any experience that you want. You can have any outcome that you want. It's up to you to create that story and make it anything. And I want you to begin to feel the freedom in being able to do that. You don't have to look at the past experience with someone to decide whether or not it can be a good experience in the future. You definitely can, you know, end a relationship if it's not what you want, but you also can create a new story. You can select something better. It is on your menu if you can think about it. It is something that you definitely can have. You know, if your person has been showing up uncommitted and not sure they want the relationship or not loving, you know, whatever it is, you can think of any scenario that you prefer. And that is something that is allowed for you. That is, in fact, something that wants to be expressed through you. It wants to come into your reality. The things that you think about, they want you even more than you want them. I've said that before. They want to come through you into this 3D experience. So anything that you can create in your mind, you can experience. Anything at all. Because you couldn't think about it. You couldn't contemplate what it might be like if I had you know, this person in my life and they were showing up like this. They were showing up the way I want them to. They were showing up so loving. They were showing up as the one that is pursuing me. They were showing up as the one that cares so much about this relationship. What would that be like? When you can contemplate those things, those are experiences that want you. Those are things that have already been predetermined as options for you in your life. We have been given complete and total free will to choose, just like going into a restaurant. You have free will to choose anything that's on that menu, anything at all. It's your choice, right? This is what it is like in our own life experience. We can choose anything that we want. And another thing that I want to mention here is, you know, when you go into a restaurant and you place your order and your waitress takes, you know, the order back to the kitchen, at that point, we really don't worry about it, right? We don't worry about the order. We don't worry about whether or not they're going to get the steak right, or are they going to get my sides right, or, you know, we don't worry about it. We enjoy the evening. If you're there with family or a friend or your romantic partner, you have a great time. You enjoy the conversation. You're not obsessively thinking about what's going on in the kitchen. Are they getting it right? Oh my goodness. Are they going to get my meal right? Are they going to fix my steak right? Are they going to get everything together? You don't do that, right? You enjoy yourself. That really should be what we're doing when we are in that kind of waiting period before we see our manifestation show up. We should really just be relaxing. We should be enjoying ourselves. We should be moving on and allowing ourselves to do the things that we like, to feel safe and secure, and knowing that that desire, that experience that you have chosen, that order that you have put in is going to come to you. It's going to come to you perfectly. And in fact, the more that you can rest in that and relax in that and feel confident in that, the more perfectly your manifestation will come in, because your thoughts are not going to be going to all of those little what ifs and throwing out those little darts. You're not going to be constantly checking and hovering to make sure that it's happening. It would be like if you're going to the kitchen, constantly checking up on the cook, right? You're going to be distracting them. They're more likely to make a mistake if you're right there checking, overseeing, right? You would never do that. So we don't have to constantly obsess and feel like we have to check the 3D or constantly affirm, affirm, affirm for that desire. What I do and what I found to be much more beneficial is when I have been very clear on what I want to manifest, I have been really thorough on exactly that, how I want something to show up. What are the things that I want to see in my reality around this new experience that I want? When I begin to have those little doubts and those little fears and that anxious feeling of needing to check up on that, I remind myself, no, it's already done. It already exists right now. It's already mine. It's already a promise. It's already a given. I can have it. I'm just going to focus on who I am. I'm going to focus on the understanding that I'm the only one that can decide what I'm going to have. I'm the only one that decides what my experiences in this life are going to be. I am the one that's in charge. And so I can relax. I can feel confident. It's done. It's done. It's a promise, because I could not have thought about this experience if it wasn't a promise, if it wasn't something that I am completely and totally allowed to have in the very best state possible. So not breadcrumbs, right? Think about this. When you're manifesting an SP, a lot of times, if we're really not believing in our internal strength and confident in who we are, we accept those breadcrumbs. We think that, oh my gosh, I got that text, or I got that phone call 2 weeks ago. Those are breadcrumbs, right? We want the full manifestation. We want that person coming in full on committed, pursuing us, wanting the same things that we want. If it's health, we want that clean bill of health. We want the energy, the vitality, the strength to do everything we want to do. If it's money, we want to be completely free to buy and have and do all the things that we want to experience in this reality, right? Not breadcrumbs. So stepping into that power, focusing on who you are as the one and only operant power, that you have been given a birthright to decide how your life is going to be experienced by you. Stepping into that understanding that everything is coming from within you. It is your thoughts. It's creating it all. If we don't spend time really cultivating that, we can begin to accept those breadcrumbs. We can begin to accept little tidbits, but command your conscious to recognize, I'm the upper power. I'm the one that's in charge. I've decided exactly what I want. I've decided, I want marriage with my person. I want the family with my person. I want the house and the picket fence. I want the job with this salary. I want to be able to take this vacation every year. I want the house with, X, Y, and Z features in it. Be specific, and then remind yourself of who you are, and refocus your attention when the doubts come to who you are, and that it's done and it's a promise. And this is your gift to completely and fully experience this life in this new manifestation, this desire, in the way that you choose fully. You don't have to give up anything. You don't have to take breadcrumbs. You don't have to have partial manifestations. You need to step into your power and expect that because of who you are and because you are here on this earth, that you can have anything that you want. So I want to encourage you to, definitely create some affirmations around what you want. Look at those daily, morning, evening, noon, whenever, look at them, keep them fresh in your mind, and then go about your day. Go about your day doing things that you love. And when you have the doubt or the fear or the worry, say, it's done. It's a promise. It's mine. It's on my menu. This was already preordained. This was already given to me as an option. And of course, I can have this. I can have this thing in its fullest, best experience possible. I deserve it. I believe in the very best outcome for me and for everybody that is involved in this manifestation. So, guys, your desire is a promise. It is on your menu. Try to cultivate that sense of confidence in who you are as a conscious creator, a conscious manifester. And believe in yourself and let those manifestations come in. Let those experiences come to you. Recognize that they're chasing you down and they want you. Goodness and mercy is following you all the days of your life. Be it unto you according to your faith. Create the faith and the belief and let those beautiful, amazing things come to you. So I hope this gave you some breakthrough moments in your understanding. Anything that you can think of is for you and it wants you, and it's already been decided that you can have it. And cultivate your faith, because that is what brings that full blooming manifestation into your reality. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And again, if you would like to work with me, I would love to help you with your manifestation in any way at all. All right, see you next week. Bye.